Ooh, what's up, everybody? Back in the plunge. Let's talk. Let's talk about magnitude, doubling your success, achieving more in your life in every area. In the simplest way to double your success. It might not be the smartest way, but the simplest way is just do more. Whatever you do, twice, double it, right? So if you're getting 10 clients every week, every month, whatever you're doing, double that. Double the prospects, double the cold calls, double the emails, double it. If your shooting percentage is 20% in a basketball game and you're making layups, let's just say 50% of your layups you're making, how much time are you practicing every day? An hour. How many layups are you shooting every day? Double that. Double that, right? Kobe Bryant's entire mission was to, how do I outwork my competition? Obviously, it's hard to argue his success. So he was able to double or even triple the amount of work people do or train for because of the time he woke up. I think he woke up at like 3 a.m., got a training session in, come home, have breakfast, hang out with his family, then go back to the gym, train for another hour, 2 or 3, come back, have lunch, take a nap, train for again. So you get 3 to 4 training sessions in a day, which where other people were only getting one training session a day. So he took his skill level in his game and surpassed so many other people who were putting in less time and effort, right? Obviously, you have to have deliberate practice. If you don't know what deliberate practice, you should look that up. You don't want to just go out there. So many people, when they want to improve something, they just go through the motions. So if they want to jump higher, they'll do the jumping drills, but they're not trying to jump as high as possible. They're not trying to, get the most out of that training session. They're going to get tired. They're not mentally willing to push through those things, right? When it comes to pushing through things, I think your best bets are to go to David Goggins, read the book Endure, all these things, military, Navy SEAL type stuff, where you have to learn and get that mental toughness where you can push harder than you did the day before. You don't have to push harder than everybody else, but you have to learn to constantly grow that mental toughness so you're willing to put in that work. If you double the amount of work you put in to getting prospects, are you really putting that same time and effort in, or are you starting to feel like, oh, this is too much, I don't want to do it? Those negative thoughts come in, that complacency comes in where you're like, is this too hard? I don't want to produce more. If you're big fans of what is his name? The gym guy who does gym videos, totally drawing a blank on his name, with his wife, and I'm drawing a blank on her name right now, but he talked about, to grow his social media channel, all he did was increase the number of content that he released that month, right? So it's just constantly releasing more of that content. Hopefully in the comments below you can tell me his name. Totally drawing a blank. He's written books on leads. He's books on that. Alex Hormozi. Thank you. I knew it would come to me. So it doesn't matter in what you do. You can look at Grant Cardone. If you're a fan or not a fan of him, doesn't really matter. He talks about the 10x books, 10 times everything. Just work harder. I'm not always saying that's the best strategy for your life or work-life balance, which I don't really know if I believe in so much, but it's about what are your goals? What do you want to achieve? Do you want to spend more time with your family? Do you want to make more money? Do you, obviously have to find balance? Do you want to stay married? Do you not want to stay married? All these things that you have to take into account when it comes to working more. Obviously, I'm always about working smarter. Working smarter is so much better. But in the beginning, if you start working more and doubling your effort, then you can assess that data, and you can look at my video about assessing data and analyzing data and look at that, or have a mentor or a coach or a consultant come in and review that. Then you can get smarter with that. And if you're making more money, then you can hire people. You can hire VAs, you can hire, other talent that then can reproduce what you do because you have systems in place. So like I said, a lot of times in the beginning, when you're starting a business, when you're starting to, wanting to work out and build muscles, when you're wanting to, you just have to do more, double what you're doing. Obviously, in certain instances, I'm not saying it requires more time. Sometimes it just requires more reps, right? So in the gym, maybe you just need to work out for the same time period, but you need to add heavier weight, or you need to add more reps. So you push yourself to failure at, instead of 10 reps, you go to 12 reps the next week, 13 reps. maybe they add some more weight so you don't have to keep going up in reps. You make adjustments there. If it's prospecting, obviously, how many prospects can you get in an hour? If you're averaging 10, well, try to get 15 in that same hour. So you're producing more in that time period. The simplest way is just do another hour. So if you get 10 in 1 hour, you get 20 in another hour. So now you're outperforming your competition or outperforming your previous results because all you did was put more time and effort in, right? Not even more effort, you just put more time in the same effort. That's always gonna double your success to some, obviously there's, laws where you might not get a completely double return, but you're also going to see an improvement. You might even get a triple return based off of what you're doing, because the more you do something, the better and more efficient you should become at it. So it is about training, working harder, and doing more if you want instant success from a standpoint of doubling what you're already achieving now. So again, it's just doubling the amount of time that you're putting into it. So whatever it may be, if you want to be a better skateboarder, you're, instead of going to the park for an hour, you're training 2 hours on specific tricks and spending each amount of time broken down on those specific tricks. This is what I mean by deliberate practice. If you actually take the time and say, hey, I want to spend 5 minutes on this trick, I want to spend 5 minutes on this trick. So you're constantly working on each of those tricks. Or, hey, I'm not going to leave the basketball court until I make 10 threes in a row, right? Give it a shot. Try it out. No pun intended. It's a lot harder than it looks, right? Steph Curry of the world hit 103 threes in less than 5 minutes. So their consistency is so much greater than ours, which makes them great. Obviously, there's other talents associated with that. It's not just being able to hit a three-pointer. But if you look at your life or your business or your relationships, how can you read an extra book a month to improve your relationships? How can you schedule a time with your wife, your spouse, your partner, whatever, so you can make more experiences together? So therefore that improves that relationship. Same thing with your children. Same thing with, whatever you do. How do you find time to really cut out of the day to make it special for that specific person? So again, the simple rule to get better is just double what you're doing already now. And if you're not doing anything, start doing something. That's really where it begins. So if you are getting a level of success at your job, in your career, in your business, double it, right? Double the amount of money you spend on your ads, so then you reap bigger returns. But always analyze the data, make adjustments, put in more work, and then learn to become smarter after you start putting the work, right? Work comes first, then intelligence and corrections and analyzation comes after you put in the work. Don't do that up front, because that will just get the paralysis by analysis. So get to work, push hard. There's links below for if you need help with VAs, if you need help with accountability coaches, all that stuff down below if you need that help. If not, find resources that help yourself out. Find other people that are doing what you want. Get in a friendly competition to outwork your friend in a positive way. You each have to achieve a goal, and by that end of the goal, you guys either reward yourself or provide consequences. Whatever it takes to motivate you, I'm all for. So here's to your success. Keep working hard. Take care. Bye.